If it's your first time on my YouTube, welcome to my YouTube channel and let's just jump on the video. So today in this video I will talk about vitamin D, the vitamin of the sun, a vitamin that all living beings need. Animals, humans, plants. Some need more than others, that's for sure, but we all need it. But as always, I have a question for you. Have you ever asked why is it vitamin D3 important for our health? What are the benefits of consuming vitamin D3 or getting sun on a daily basis or on a regular basis, depending where you live? Or what are the health problems that you might get for not having enough in your body? All of those questions and some more will be answered in this video, so I do recommend you to grab your cup of coffee or tea because this video might take a while. Did you know that vitamin D3 isn't actually a vitamin but is a steroid hormone? Aha! And you thought you were natural. You guys have been all in steroids. This hormone is produced out of cholesterol in our body when we take either a supplement of vitamin D3, when we consume a food that contains vitamin D3, or of course when we expose ourselves to the sun. Now you know something super cool and you can just go tell to your friends at the gym that all their life they have been in steroids. Vitamin D is one of the fat-soluble vitamins that are stored in our body tissue. Yeah, Tiago, I got it. But why is it that important? Okay, I will tell you. Vitamin D is important for us because it's involved in all sorts of processes in the body. For example, it's crucial for our immune system function, for our bone health, for cancer, and many others. It's also a crucial vitamin because it helps us to prevent diabetes, cancer, plus many other things. In one study that examined people who had heart attack, the researchers found out that 96% of those people who were deficient in this vitamin had a heart attack. How much, guys? 96. I also just mentioned that vitamin D3 is crucial for bone health. Do you know why? The reason is because this steroid hormone is what makes calcium and phosphorus and a few others being absorbed. You no longer wonder why this is hormone so important. You can also see that if you are deficient in this hormone, you might be incurring in some other health issues. So how do you know if you are deficient in vitamin D3? It's simple, guys. You go to a lab and you make a test. I will give you some practical tips that you can just answering a few questions, you will realize that if you are probably deficient in vitamin D3 or not. Let's grab this example. It is winter, you live in a country where there is not that much sun around and you aren't taking vitamin D3. Guess what? Chances are very high that you are in a vitamin D3 deficient. Another example is if you live in a sunny country, but you do not get more than 20 minutes of sun exposure on a regular basis. And no, only face and hands doesn't count for that matter. If you only take sun on a regular basis, like 20 or 30 minutes on your hands and your arms, most likely you also are not getting enough vitamin D3. Or let's put it this way, you could be taking more because it would be more beneficial for you. Another example is if you live in a sunny country, or it's the time of the year where you have a lot of sun, but every time that you go out, you apply sunscreen and do not allow your body to get the UVB rays that are crucial for you to produce the vitamin D3, you might be vitamin D3 deficient. I mean, I guess you get the idea. If you are not getting sun on a regular basis, you are probably deficient on it. If you are taking sun with sunscreen all the time, you are probably deficient on vitamin D3. And as I said, this can cause a lot of problems in your immune system, to your heart and other organs in your body. It's a crucial hormone in our body. It's also related even with strength and other things, but I will mention that more at the end of the video. It's very common. People live in countries like Finland, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Russia, Canada, and these Nordic countries, like a lot of those people, they are deficient in this vitamin. And government is always trying to make people aware or either take a supplement or get sun on a regular basis when they can. Now moving on, how much vitamin D3 do you need per day and where can you find it besides the sun? And I'm pointing there because I have a window there and today is actually a little bit of a sunny day, something that I cannot find every single day here in Krakow. Depending where you live, as I was just saying, and how much sun exposure you get, you can supplement on a daily basis between 2,000 and 6,000 international units and expect no problems. In fact, you probably will get some benefits. So if you think you are vitamin D3 deficient, I highly suggest you to buy a vitamin D3 supplement where you can get around these quantities. For example, if it's summer and you are getting sun, let's say for around 30 minutes per day in some parts of your body, you can go for the lower number. In that case, you can only take around 2000 units. If it's winter and there is no sun regularly, as here in Krakow, you go for the higher end. At the moment, I'm taking every single day 5000. I'm Portuguese, and when I'm in Portugal, I also do take vitamin D3 because you can see from my skin, I'm not the guy who probably gets that much into the sun. So even though I live in a sunny country, I do take some vitamin D3 supplementation. I mean, it would be way better for me to get sun, that's for sure, but I do like to do other things and I never put that much importance on it. But I promise that it's something that I will do more in the future. So what do I do when I'm in Portugal and I don't get that much sun? I take advantage of eating a combination of foods and maybe even get some supplementation. And that's enough for me because I also get a little bit of sun. I suspect you want to know which foods have this vitamin D that you can get from. A warning, and this is a very important warning. There are a lot of foods out there that they are claimed to be rich in vitamin D. But as I will just tell you, not all vitamin D is created equal. For example, a lot of people like to mention mushrooms as being a source of vitamin D. They in fact have vitamin D. But if you notice the tweaks that sometimes I make here, I'm mentioning vitamin D3. And mushrooms, they are rich in vitamin D2. The difference is that basically vitamin D2 is less biological active in our body compared to vitamin D3. So it means that it's lower quality. And from the research that I was doing, we are not yet sure of how actually beneficial it is for our body having that kind of vitamin D. Another thing that I want you sometimes to pay attention is that some products like cereals and other things have on the box saying enriched with vitamin D. But again, guess what happened? Because some of those vitamins that they have is vitamin D2. And you might be thinking that you are supplementing or getting vitamin D from certain products, but at the end of the day, it's probably not making that much big of a difference. So when buying a product with vitamin D, always go check the ingredients. I mean, if you are of course looking for a product as vitamin D, even if it's a supplement, try to check if it's good quality, if it's vitamin D3 and not vitamin D2. But you want me to tell you what are the foods? Like the foods, Tiago, move on. The foods where you can get quality vitamin D3 are salmon, probably the best source of it, which offers you around 450 grams of international units per 85 grams. That is around 3 ounces if I'm not wrong. Another fish with reasonable amount of vitamin D3 is tuna. In this case, the same 85 grams or 3 ounces offer you around 150 international units of vitamin D3. And yes, there are some other foods that for sure you have heard that contains vitamin D3 like sardines, egg yolks, codfish, beef liver, and some others. Oh, regarding the chicken eggs, they have omega-3 and they are rich in omega-3, if the chickens are exposed to the sun and not only eating corn. There are some others who have also vitamin D3 on it, but if you just notice, besides salmon and tuna, you should really not be consuming these type of foods because of vitamin D3, because they are not worth considering. The doses are very, very low. If you can take safely, let's say 5000 international units per day, and you are getting like 50 international units by eating eggs and other things, like unless you eat a whole bunch of eggs, you are not going anywhere with that. At the end, we just make the question, what is the best thing to do? Is to get sun. If you cannot get sun, what is the next best thing? Is to supplement. That's why I recommend most of my clients taking vitamin D3. Because vitamin D3 has been shown that those who are deficient on it are losing potential in increasing their strength, their cognition, and their testosterone. This is the last note, guys, I promise. Keep in mind that nutrients usually don't work well in isolation. Therefore, when you ingest vitamin D3, mix it with the meal. Also, don't make the mistake of, for example, taking vitamin D3 in the morning and not eating anything with it, for example. And as I said in the video, this is a fat-soluble vitamin. So if you get some fat with it, therefore, if you have a meal, usually you will have some sort of fat. So when you have your meal, consume your vitamin D3 and you are ready to go. So if you have any questions regarding vitamin D3, just leave your comments below or email me, and I see you on the next video. Take care, guys.